892044 97884 97884. Masuk. Right. Try that again. No, it's still making a sound. Why is it still making a sound?
Hello.
Hi. Okay. Okay.
Hello, Gio.
That's better?
Yeah. Hello, Joshua.
Hello, Abraham Lincoln. Who is behind Mr. Andrew? Is that Abraham Lincoln?
No, it's not Abraham Lincoln.
Oh,
Let everyone in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I am missing.
hello,
He's done. There we go.
Gio.
We're done. We're done. We're complete. I hate this class.
Gio.
Not you, not you. This particular lesson I dislike.
Yep, I thought you're good at history stuff or something.
No, no. This one lesson I do not like.
Oh, okay. This one's a little bit long. I know the, not know, but understand the Battle of Canines. It's very long.
No, the Battle of Cannae is fine. It's this lesson that I don't like.
So, is there something with this lesson that you wanna talk?
Just give me a second. There are some things that I feel that are just not worth doing sometimes, especially since I've done them in the past and you can look them up online apparently. Apparently Rebecca Yanto put this up online a few years back. Let's get this over with. Okay. Let's get this over with. I'm going to share screen and we'll get this done. F5. I said F5. There we go. That's not working. Stop share. Actually, was that sharing?
Well, that was good. I mean, it's just okay. The sharing's still is okay.
That didn't work. That didn't work.
Hello, Jill.
Okay, I want to share screen and I want to share this screen. There we go. Okay. Who's that?
My man named Julius Caesar.
You know that.
He's my. Why is his face so fat?
Well, you can see the blemishes on his face there. You can see the pock marks, and he's got the bald thing at the top. I mean, they've even got the neck creases. I mean, this guy's not a young dude. This guy looks old.
His hairline's so weird.
Well, the Romans were one for doing things correctly, but the way you know that he's Roman most of the time is because you can see his chin and his upper lip.
Oh, God.
Yep, you can see that part of his face and you can see the upper lip. That's generally how you figure out if someone's Roman. No, that's a nose. That's a nose.
Okay.
That's a hairline. Great. By contrast, you get somebody like this. Do you think this guy? Can we turn on the speaker's sound? Who do you think this is?
Hannibal.
Persian.
Hannibal. Wait, barbarian.
Is
No, he's
it a
from
Greek, a Roman,
Greek.
or a barbarian?
He's a Greek.
Greek.
He got the
How
helmet
do you
thing.
know?
He's wearing a
The
helmet.
helmet.
Okay, there's the helmet. What about if you're just looking at the facial hair?
Well, he got beard.
Yeah, he's got a beard.
He
and
looks like
a mustache.
Athenian.
Pardon?
He looks like Athenian.
You're absolutely right. This is Pericles.
Oh,
He's an Athenian. Can you get rid of the markings if you don't need to actually?
yeah.
Okay. So
That's
this is
true.
Pericles. You'll notice that he's got a beard and a mustache. Who's this?
Hannibal,
No,
Barbarian.
goodness, no.
A slave.
barbarian,
The
He's a-
Is
beard.
it
Is he
a
a
Greek?
slave?
Is it a Roman, or is it a barbarian?
barbarian.
Barbarian.
He's got that bushy hair.
Hyunjin, what? Hyunjin, you just circled the mustache. Why do you think? And you've circled the hair as well, Josh. Let's get to the hair in a bit. I'll address Hyunjin first. Why do you think the mustache says he's a barbarian?
Oh, like when you say barbarian, like first image is the mustache for me.
From what?
From this image.
Just from this image. Josh, you commented on the haircut. That haircut is really rough. That is a type of haircut that you would expect from someone who puts grease in their hair and cuts it. This
Yeah.
was something that a lot of Romans complained about. They said,
Yeah.
why are all these barbarians putting basically butter in their hair? It stinks because the butter
Sure.
goes off.
Mr. Andrew,
And you are noticing the torque around their neck there. That's a thing called a torque. This is a barbarian. This is from a statue called the Dying Gaul.
I thought he was a slave. Hello?
No, it's a statue called the Dying Gaul
Why does he
Alright.
wear a necklace thing? What's that for?
because that's all he has on in the entire statue. Like the reason why I'm only showing you the face is because the rest of the statue doesn't have anything.
Does other statue wear this?
The Roman image of people for Gauls going into battle was going into battle naked. Don't ask me why. Okay,
Anyway, next step.
next slide. Who's this? Greek, Roman, or barbarian?
Greek. He's wearing that dress thing. It's called tago.
That dress thingy that he's wearing is actually a Roman toga.
Oh.
That's not a specifically Greek piece of clothing.
He got
Roman?
beard.
Well, this is not made during the lifetime of this guy. This is made a lot later, but look at what he's got on his chin and upper lip.
Well, he got the beard.
Yeah.
Oh, this might be a Roman. Because there is a pillar. I mean, those pillars are for Romans, right?
Oh my goodness. Just look at the facial hair.
Oh. Well, he got slight eyes. That could be
No,
Greek.
that's eyebrows are not facial hair. It's this. What is this?
Beard. Oh. Well, he got the beard. So that's a Greece person, right?
That's
That's
a robe.
Greek person. This is Lycurgus.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay?
Where's Jessalius?
I see.
Don't have a Gisileus.
Roman. Definitely
Really?
Roman. Yeah.
Greek.
Got
Sure?
Roman.
Anybody else?
Barbarian.
Why do you say barbarian, Joey?
His haircut is ugly.
Look at the facial hair.
It doesn't have a beard.
Yes, and it doesn't have a mustache.
Yeah.
This
I'll
is
say-
Roman style.
I said this Roman because you said
It looked
every Roman
Roman.
statue are ugly. So this one's it. This one is the one.
The black eye looks so creepy.
So what do you think? Is
It's
it
a-
Roman, Greek, or barbarian?
A Roman.
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 Roman. Romans don't have beards and they don't have mustaches.
No,
This
but
is
the before
Crassus.
one was
Will fire Roman.
The evil
goodness,
fireman.
yes, he was- the way he got people to sell their houses was if their house was burning, he said, "Hey, guess what? I'll buy your house from you." And then after they would sell him their house, he'd put the fire out. If they didn't sell him their house, he doesn't put the fire out.
Okay, that's mean.
Can you stop doing that, Joey? Joey, I know it's you. It comes up with the thing that says it's your little thing, your
Name tag.
Barbarian.
How do you know it's a barbarian?
Barbarian.
Bushy
Holding a
hair.
sword.
Mustache. It
Bushy
has a
hair.
mustache,
haircut.
not
Don't
beard.
look at the haircut.
Oh, not
Don't look at
beard,
the
Mustache, mustache.
He
Well, he
looks
got that-
handsome.
Mustache.
Barbarian look handsome.
Yeah, he got that strong body.
And his muscles.
Mr.
Yeah,
Hendro,
Yes, once again, and this is a barbarian
I have a
Okay.
question.
who's committing suicide.
I have
What?
a question.
Romans really liked statues of barbarians dying.
I want to see that.
The Romans did not like barbarians. They thought that they were a weak sort of culture, that they give up. Romans don't give up.
Yep.
Mr. Hendro, I have a question.
Yes.
Do they have like some sort of rules about beard and stuff?
Greece.
Joey, I will
Yeah.
give you the rule. I will give you the rule right now. Okay? Actually, can I do that for... How do I do that? I want to remove pin. I want to do a spotlight for everyone. There we go. All right, Joey,
Yes.
the rule is, if you have a beard, basically, they are saying you are Greek or like a Greek person. Greek-like, that is what the beard means. So if someone has a beard, the person thinks, or they have this sort of Greek sort of, not image, but kind of aura about them. So even some Roman emperors had beards, but they had beards because the Romans thought they were Greek-like, that they were thinkers. Okay? So
Okay.
when you have someone with a beard, they're thinking that they're Greek. Ugh.
Why are you suddenly getting worked up?
What?
Napkin.
Why are you suddenly acting strange? No, no,
What?
no,
No,
This-
no, no,
this
no,
is
no,
Greek.
no.
no,
No,
no, no.
Okay? Greeks have beards. Romans and barbarians don't have beards.
He's cutting a
I'm just
little
going the
bit.
wrong way.
Joey, did you learn your lesson?
Gosh.
This
What
much-
did I do to do this?
You just no, don't do it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh.
Joey, say sorry. Apologize to him. He's gonna no. Oh wait, he's just cutting the. Oh wait,
Hendro.
he's,
Just,
oh he's doing it.
just
Ah,
No.
Okay, so Greeks do not have, Greeks don't shave as much. So when you are getting rid of the beard,
oh my.
he's getting handsome.
Joey, what are you doing? Oh. Oh, this is what you did.
when you get rid of the beard and you kind of just have that sort of mustache quality, that mustache quality is much more barbarian.
Joey, you gotta do something.
It's not my fault.
It is your fault. You're cutting his beard.
Mr. Hendro, are you allowed to cut like? I mean, he looks good without the beard.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't actually blame him, but
Dylan, Mr. Hendro is cutting his beard.
oh, Mr. Andrew, try grow some hair. I want to see how that looks.
Joshua's birds are getting mad.
Now he looks like a Viking
my
now.
Oh, wait, what did you say?
Viking,
I look like
Viking,
Mr.
I look like a what?
Viking,
A
Viking,
biker? Did you say biker?
Viking.
Viking. Oh, no, that's not what I'm after.
Biker.
Biker. What's wrong with biker?
You know the wrestler?
Oh, okay. That guy. I don't watch WWE.
Sorry, I
Jesus.
can't see very well here. Just give
Oh
me a
no,
second.
Mr. Hendro, it's gone.
Mr. Hendry,
Yes, it is.
No.
Why does he
Your
have a
beard.
beer shaver next to his table? Oh my god.
I can't. I
Oh
can't.
my goodness.
This is
Oh
the.
my gosh.
Oh my.
I think he already planned for this.
This is the way a barbarian would style their hair.
It's okay.
No, this mustache bit is very barbarian. If you see somebody doing like a Hell's Angels on a motorcycle thing, this kind of mustache says that you're a barbarian.
Ari is sad.
Okay?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
what does this mean, Joey? The
Oh
beard
my
meant Greek. What does this mean?
Please get this right. Come on. Come on, please.
What does this mean, Joey? Joey, you asked the question. What does this mean?
Joey. Left the clans. Stop.
Joey, are you there?
I can't answer. No.
Why?
Aria, you're the smart big.
Could I have someone help him, please?
Aria.
Barbarian?
Yes.
Okay.
This is what a barbarian has.
Oh boy.
Okay?
Mr. Andrew, it seems like you
No.
cut your beard because to show Joey.
Oh.
You look like my 4th grade teacher or something. I can't believe this.
Okay. Lastly, if you don't have any mustache, then it's Roman.
You're not continuing. Don't. He's song Team Barbarian game.
Miss Sandro, Romans have hairs. Beautiful.
Well, that's why he's
Beautiful.
bald.
Not all Romans, actually. Some Romans, you see the pictures of the Romans, they still show the person as bald. Showing the Romans as bald is, it
You look
shows
very
the level
young.
of realism that they're trying to get.
Okay.
They don't want to hide
Yes.
who they are.
He looks very
They're trying
young.
to find some
Fine.
10 years.
death mask that they stick in their front rooms. It was to figure out what is it that made somebody powerful or ambitious.
I really hate the Joey. This is madness. You made him.
Sandro, Dylan is posting this in Instagram.
Yeah. Should I do it?
I mean, he looks good.
Oh, okay.
You
I'll
look
read
10
that.
years younger.
10 years. I'll say 9.
Well, what's the difference of 9 and 1 year?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Face. Oh my god.
Okay. And then you are left with a Roman. Actually, sorry. Then you are left with a Roman.
He looks way different without the glasses and
I don't
beard.
get anything.
Okay? The way people interpret facial hair has a lot of bearing on their culture. What do you think the Romans were trying to say by doing this?
Clean. Young.
Clean, okay? What else?
But did
What
they
happens
all
today? What happens today when people try to shave like this? What are they trying to tell you?
Did
Are they
they
trying to
have
tell
hair?
you we are like a Greek person, or we're like a barbarian, or we're like a Greek thinker? What are you trying to tell me with the type of facial hair that you have? Because it tells you a lot about the culture.
Mr. Andrew, did they have hairs?
They would. What do you mean that they had hairs?
The Romans.
Yes. We'll get to that.
What happened if they refuse to cut their hair?
Well,
I mean-
it would depend. So this guy here is Socrates. You can see he has the beard. What do you remember about Socrates? If you haven't heard of any Greek people, what would you say Socrates is like?
A philosopher.
A philosopher. So he is,
I'm a big fan of smart.
yeah, he's smart. You're saying something about wisdom, knowledge, intelligence.
Yes. He
This
said.
guy is often referred to as the father of philosophy.
Oh, I thought you.
Okay.
Oh, okay. No, that's
This guy, on the other hand,
it's a
this
Roman.
guy's an old fat guy called Pompey.
Oh yeah, Pompey. He's also
Is he Roman, barbarian, or Greek?
Roman.
Roman.
Yeah,
Great. This
Oh.
guy,
Alexander. Is it?
yes, this is Alexander the Great. Why doesn't he have a beard?
He has hair.
Because it's not his age right now.
To look
Yeah,
young.
this is probably from a picture of him when he was like about 20.
Yeah, he's still young. It's
Yes,
20
there's a potential that he was very, very young and boyish, potentially. The other thing is he was also Macedonian, so he wasn't really Greek, and he was
Oh.
much more militaristic. Think about that connection between military and shaving.
What about his father, Philip?
Sorry?
His father, Philip.
I think Philip had facial hair.
Why? Okay, okay, okay.
Wait. Stop share.
I want to see Philip right now.
I got the wrong one. Alexander the Great, sort of Greek.
Guy is. Oh, this one's a little tricky.
He has.
Not
Yeah.
a Greek, he's not a Roman, and he's not a barbarian.
What is he?
It's like from the other side of the Europe. That's Hannibal.
That's what they think Hannibal looked like. Did they
Oh.
give him a beard because they thought he was smart?
Well, Hannibal was smart at the time of the War of Trebia, and
You know the Battle of the Trebia?
yeah.
Yes. What about Lake Trasimene?
No, sorry, not that one. I know
But you've been
Trebia.
to Trebia.
Oh, I know. I know how the war works.
We'll get into the Trebia
Yeah.
and the Battle of Lake Trasimene in a
It's
minute.
like-
This
it's like-
it's very interesting. This guy is like if Rome is X-Men, this guy's Magneto.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
He's like the opposite of Rome. If you have the Avengers, this guy's Thanos.
I would say he's Tony Stark.
Basically, if you count the Romans as the good guys, this guy is their opposite. He's the opposite of Rome.
I'm just saying he's very smart. That's all. Oh my god.
Was anybody thinking about this guy when they thought about mustaches?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, that mustache is barbarian. That mustache is very barbarian. And when I say barbarian, I mean people who don't speak Greek. This is in the Germanic region and the French region. French and German mustaches. Think French and German.
Barbarian. Oh, I know this show. It's from France.
Yes, France. These are Frankish. These are Frankish depictions. These guys are Gallic or Gauls. Obviously, they're wearing more clothes than they would in a Roman statue, but these are Gauls. Notice that they all have mustaches. Notice also that even their dog has a mustache.
Dog have a mustache?
The dog has a mustache.
Oh, I can't see that. Okay. Oh,
You
okay.
see, Dogmatic there, he has a little mustache.
Yeah. Have you
Question.
watched this?
Do you remember the name of the wise person in their village?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Do you remember the old guy?
He was
Did he
like,
just have a mustache?
no, I don't think so.
No,
I watched this like very old times. So I can't
it's
remember.
a comic book. You don't really watch
Oh.
it, you read it.
Wait, there's a movie.
Yes, there are movies as well, but there's the old guy. The old guy's name is,
I forgot.
The old guy's name is Getafix.
Getafix, of course.
Yep, and he has a
Beard.
So what is that saying?
So Greek.
Smart.
Wise, smart, intelligent, has knowledge.
Oh, okay. Basically, talks mustache.
In the
Yeah,
same
right.
comic book, you have Julius Caesar depicted here, obviously with a little bit more hair than he has in his statues, but once again, without a mustache or a beard. Same comic book series. Where are these guys from?
This looks like
Well,
a barbarian.
This one is it's from Greece. I don't know about this
Yes.
guy. This might be a Viking, to be honest.
That's somebody that's from Britain.
Britain.
See? Selective employment tax. British, I say what?
Yes, the beer guy looks like Viking.
No, I would say this one is barbarian, to be honest.
These two are barbarians. They're not cultured.
Oh, okay.
From
There you go.
left, Greek, barbarian.
Solomon to cover.
Hmm?
No, I was reading.
Have a look at these today.
Gandalf.
This is modern. This is much more modern. But can you see the influence on the American military?
Yeah, they don't have beard.
They don't have beards. Are they trying to be more barbaric, more Greek, or more Roman?
More Roman.
They're trying to be more Roman. Rome is renowned for its military.
They also cut their hairs.
You don't really study Rome for their philosophy. You don't study Rome for its art. You study Rome for its political and military conquests.
Okay. I don't know about this guy.
That's Hercule Poirot. You don't know Hercule Poirot?
Never heard of him.
He's in Agatha Christie's books on like Murder on the Orient Express. He's a French detective.
Oh.
You can see the mustache. And if you look at someone like Gandalf with this big, huge beard, what are they trying to say?
It's a,
Is smart.
Yes, that he is wise.
oh.
Are we still influenced today with facial hair stereotyping?
Yeah.
I'll say yes.
Do I look stupider now? Don't answer that. Wait, don't answer that.
Well, you got ear bulbs. You look like this guy. I don't know.
Mr. Hendro, it's
And-
kind of like a prisoner's haircut.
A prisoner.
A prisoner.
That's a
Great.
rare insult.
Thanks.
You
Okay.
shouldn't cut your beard seriously.
Okay. In the last few minutes that we have before the class ends, I need to go through the Punic Wars.
Punic word.
So, I want to start with why it's called the Punic Wars. So the Punic Wars are interesting. Have you ever heard of Phoenicia?
Phoenicia.
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 I'll open up. So when you hear about Phoenicians, these are ones that God really, really hates. Have you heard of Tyre and Sidon? In the Bible, the cities of Tyre and Sidon. I think they're mentioned in the book of Daniel. Halfway through the book of Daniel, God stops talking about the king of Tyre and he's addressing Satan directly in scripture, likening Tyre, the ruler of Tyre, to Satan, or actually it kind of swaps halfway through. Tyre and Sidon are Phoenician cities, as is Carthage.
Okay.
You cannot really understand Rome until you understand their relationship with Carthage. It's like saying you can't really understand America unless you understand what happened during the Cold War.
It's good though.
Democracy. Where is this one? I want Hannibal Barca.
Oh no, it's my hero.
Non-active units. I want Hannibal Barca. There we go.
I watched the movie.
Will this
though.
give me the information? Yes, this will be enough. That'll be enough. I can use this map to start out. Okay. This is the Italian peninsula, Spain, and North Africa. You will notice that Carthage is not a European state. Carthage is African. Rome's biggest threat were Africans.
Why?
Pardon?
Why
Because
is
they
it?
were a powerful country.
Oh,
Just remember, the northern part of Africa until about 600 AD was basically white. You had Vandals living on North Africa and Greeks living in North Africa. It was Western, more Western, I would say, than some parts of Europe proper. This area here, the whole area of Numidia here, while you had some elements of Bedouin tribes, this area here was settled by the Vandals. They're Germanic. So the areas around here, don't think of them in terms of what they look like in modern times. They do not look Middle Eastern. This area here was much more Germanic, much more Greek. So Carthage here is part of a series of cities. Now, there's another two cities over just north of Israel called Tyre and Sidon. And these are Phoenician cities. Phoenician, you get the word phonetic in the English language where you have a letter sound like what it means. We get our concept of how the alphabet sounds from the Phoenicians, so our language. At the time when you're looking if you're reading the Bible, if it talks about people sacrificing their children in fire, that's also these guys. These are the ones that would do ritual baby sacrificing. And they were kind of like the opposite of Rome. They also had a senate like Rome. So they had a very hierarchical, organized government. Rome had an organized government. And remember that Rome, for a long time, was just the one city. Can you see that these guys are on the other side of the Mediterranean Sea? They had a lot of problems. Anyway, let's start with the First Phoenician War just really quickly. You get a fight over here on Sicily. It's got a lot to do with farming. It's got a lot to do with mercenaries. Anyway, ends up, Rome sends a fleet here. It sinks. They send another fleet and defeat Carthage. First Punic War, over. By the way, that word Punic comes from the word Phoenician. Now, during that war, the First Punic War, you have a guy who's in Spain called Hannibal, or actually Hamilcar Barca. Now, you might recognize the name Barca because it's the basis for the name Barcelona. You have the city in Spain called Barcelona. I'm going to have to turn this off.
So you have a city in. Hello? Ah, good, still. Hello? Good, I'm off. Great. So you have a city in Spain called Barcelona that is named after Hamilcar and one of his sons, Hannibal. Hannibal was probably the greatest general that ever lived. Probably. So what he did, he was a horrible politician, but a good general. He grew up in in Spain, and spent most of his life fighting in Italy for years. In fact, when he goes back to Carthage, it's like to a city he's never lived in. So what Hannibal ends up doing is he takes, in the Second Punic War, it's kind of like Revenge Day. So he plans for years and years and years how to get back at Rome because he hated losing World War I of the ancient world. So what he does is he takes his army and he goes from Saguntum over the Alps down into the Trebia. And then you have the first of his three great battles. The first one being the Battle of the Trebia, the second one being the Battle of Lake Trasimene, which I can't see on this, and the last one being Cannae, which we are going to study. So firstly, he manages to get an entire army across the Alps. This is amazing because they didn't think it could be done. It's difficult enough trying to get people to go in small groups across something like the Alps, let alone if you're trying to go across with war elephants. He may have lost up to half his troops going over the Alps. Now, when he got to the other side, he got to a place called, I think it's the Trebia.
Gio.
And this is where you start seeing just what this guy's like. So the first battle that happened was after he gets through the mountains, the Romans come up and they say, right, we're on, we're going to get you. About equal number of forces, and it's just it just shows you how much Hannibal outmaneuvered these guys. So what he does is he the first thing he does is he puts his about 1,000 cavalry and infantry in a sort of a ditch sort of area down the bottom here where it says Mago's detachment. And then he sends his cavalry. By the way, if you see this particular thing here, that means cavalry. It always has meant cavalry. This means heavy infantry. So you can tell the difference between infantry and cavalry that way. Sometimes they just color this in and make it a solid to tell you the difference between infantry and cavalry. Anyway, you'll see that the cavalry for the Romans is a lot smaller than the cavalry for the Carthaginians, but their infantry is a lot bigger. So what happens is, at the beginning of the day, like he gets them up early. He sends his cavalry across the Trebia River. By the way, the Trebia is only about 4 feet deep. Nobody was going to be drowning in the Trebia. So he sends his troops across the Trebia, just the horses, to wake the Romans up really, really, really early. He does this at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., gets them out of their beds before they have breakfast. So they're hungry. He keeps them occupied all day till about lunchtime. So they've missed breakfast, they've missed lunch, and they're cold. Then he gets his guys out of bed. He knows that it's going to take time for the Romans to get across the river, and he knows that by the time they are across, he'll have his guys ready. He can screen with his better cavalry forces. What Rome then does is it just goes forward and attacks. That's what Rome is very, very belligerent. They march to war. Their year starts in the month of March. If you've ever wondered why we count December, Deca meaning 10 or October meaning 8, why October is actually the 10th month, it's because we don't start in January in Roman calendar. Roman calendar starts not in January, not in February, but in March. This is why we have the difference in time. So these guys start their year with March. So they march to war. These central troops do really well. They push all the way through. And then the detachment comes in. This Mago detachment goes in and destroys everybody at the back. In fact, these Gallic troops in the middle lose to the Romans. The Romans end up just keep going and going and going and getting to a city and saying, haha, we just won the Battle of the Trebia, when half their army has been killed or captured. So the Romans had to then retreat. They lost in a set battle. The next one they came to was the Battle of Lake Trasimene, which is even worse. Lake Trasimene shows you just how badly Rome's scouting goes. So the Romans are trying to find Hannibal, and so Hannibal, what he does is when he gets to this place, is he goes, I'll do them in blue. So he goes up this road here, and he sets up camp. At the same time, he doubles back behind the hill and sets up his guys here. You need to understand that there's a hill here, so you can't really see where they are from the road. There's also a forest going on. So this whole area, this is, by the way, the largest ambush in human history ever. So the Romans then go, all right, we're chasing him, and they didn't know that they had a smaller force. So the Romans start following him up the trail, and they don't send out any scouts. The Romans thought it was boring or not very honorable to do. It wasn't glorious work to do scouting. So they didn't send out scouts. They get up to here, and then all these troops come down and smash them. These cavalry units here block off their escape. These guys here don't do as well. They kind of have trouble with the Romans, but basically everybody in this entire army gets pushed into the lake. There are there's accounts of Romans in the water up to their necks saying, just please kill me. They lose 15,000 men, and they have 15,000 captured for almost nobody getting killed on the Carthaginian side. You will notice also that these battles are a long time apart. This is in 2017. The other one that we looked at was in 2018 BC. The Battle of Cannae is not until the year after. So they basically have a set battle once per year, and every single time Hannibal is just demolishing. He's annihilating every single Roman army sent against him, which is where we get to what we're going to be studying. What we're going to be studying this week, and I hope that you've got this ready. What we're going to be studying this week. Which screen am I sharing?
Google Classroom.
Which screen am I sharing, guys?
Ancient history.
Is
Google
it
Classroom.
the ancient history one, or is it the map?
It is
Ancient history. Google Classroom.
Josh, which screen am I sharing? Is it the one with that says Ancient History 8, or is it the one with the map?
Ancient
Ancient
history.
history
8.
8.
Josh? Yeah, Juan? Anyone?
Ancient history 8.
Oh, wait,
in history.
I've had my sound on mute, which is why I can't hear. I'm terribly sorry. Which screen am I sharing?
Ancient
In history
8.
classroom.
Has anybody been talking to me?
Yeah.
I was.
Sorry, I've had my volume all the way down to the bottom because I was using my phone. So I'm terribly sorry. I'm terribly, terribly, terribly sorry. If you have questions, please ask me. I do want to just get to this particular screen here.
Was barbarians like?
No, wait. I want to get to this. Oh, there's hair everywhere. Okay, I've put the 3 images that we've looked at today, as well as these primary sources. The entire test is about these primary sources. The questions are actually already here. If you want to start working on them, that's fine. There are 5 background questions that you have to answer, and there are only 2 of the essay questions that you need to answer. The essay questions are based on these 16 pages of writing. We will read through them tomorrow and Thursday. They are Livy, Appian, Plutarch, and Polybius. And there are the dates well after. Remember that this happened in 216 BC. So these guys are writing hundreds of years after. The closest we have is Livy, and he's not even 200, he's still over 100 years away from what was happening. So we're going to read the closest we can get to a primary source, and we're going to see if we can figure out what happened. This is what we've just gone through today is the Battle of Lake Trasimene and the Battle of the Trebia. These are the events before the Battle of Cannae. All right. I've got 5 minutes left in class. If you wish to go, you may. If you want to start doing the work today or tomorrow, or you can just start on the test. Okay. apparently know what it is.